Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, Your Excellency, Madam Monica Chakwera, First Lady of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Agnes Nyalonje, Minister of Education, Ambassador Hawa Ndilowe, Chairperson of Mzuzu University Council, and all the members of the Council of the Mzuzu University, Professor John Kalengasaka, Vice Chancellor of Mzuzu University, and all the Vice Chancellors from the University of Malawi and the public universities here present, Mr. Yona Mungwira, Registrar of Mzuzu University, Deans of Faculty, members of the academic and non-academic staff of the Mzuzu University, Dr. Janet Banda, Deputy Secretary to the President and Cabinet, and all the senior government officials here present, all the graduating students watching the event virtually, parents and guardians, Honorable Benex Mamlima, Member of Parliament for the City of Mzuzu, Your Worship, Chancellor Kondwani Brian Nyasulu, Mayor for the City of Mzuzu, Inkosi Yamakosi, Mbera 5, Reverend William Mtika, the officiating clergy, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to welcome you all to Mzuzu University 22nd Congregation. It is a congregation in which we're going to witness the awards of diplomas and degrees to all our students who have done successfully in various programs that they were pursuing at Mzuzu University. We are all aware that due to the circumstances that we are in, we haven't been able to hold the congregation the way we usually do, where we have all our graduating students, parents and guardians, and all the members of the public, seated in one place, watching our students being awarded, various certificates. So the program is being viewed, using various platforms. For instance, we have the Mzuni website, Mzuni Facebook, MBC TV, and also Facebook. And the program is also being listened to through MBC radio. So the program is visual by nature. So without wasting much of your time, we would like us to listen to a recorded song by the Mzuzu University Choir.
Being self-reliant is what we've been taught. Self is perfection, our song every day. Welcome, our Chancellor. Welcome you all who've come today to this grand event, as we all bear witness this joyous moment for brothers and sisters graduating today.
University, jury constituted as a ceremony for the installation of the Chancellor and award of certificates, diplomas, and degrees.
Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chancellor-designate of Mzuzu University, in terms of Mzuzu University Act, Chapter 3009, of the Laws of Malawi, Part 5, Section 14, Subsection 1 and Subsection 2, provide that there shall be a Chancellor of the University who shall be the head of the university. The President shall, unless he declines appointment, be the Chancellor of the University. Section 15, Subsection 1 reads, the Chancellor, whenever present, shall preside at all ceremonial and congregations of the university, and shall, in the name of the university, confer all degrees, diplomas, and certificates of the university. I have therefore the honor to invite the Vice-Chancellor to deliver the oration on the significance of this auspicious occasion.
Your Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, Your Excellency, Madam Monica Chakwera, the First Lady of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Agnes Makonda Nyarongwe, Minister of Education, and all Cabinet and Deputy Ministers, if present, Dr. Janet Banda, Deputy Secretary to President and Cabinet, and all senior government officials present, Ambassador Hawa Organ Delowe, Chairperson of the Council of Mzuzu University, and all councillors present, Professor Adres Malata, Vice Chancellor of Malawi University of Science and Technology, and any other VCs from the public and private universities. Mr. Yona Mgwira, Registrar of Mzuzu University, Senior Leadership and Management and Staff of Mzuzu University, Councillor Kondwani Brian Nyasuru, Mayor of the City of Mzuzu, Honorable Benex Mamrima, Member of Parliament for the city, Paramount Chief Mberwa, the 5th, President and members of Mzuzu University Students Representative Council, parents and guardians, graduates, students, ladies and gentlemen. As the University Registrar has read, I wish therefore to say that it is my honor and privilege, Your Excellency, to provide a synopsis of and profile of yourself as Head of State, who today is being installed as the 5th Chancellor of Mzuzu University. I wish therefore to summarize as follows the person of the Head of State. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera is a Malawian politician, educator, and theologian who was born on the 5th of April, 1955, and he is the 3rd to subsistent farmers, Ernest Pearson Chakwera and Maren Mware in the district of Mchinji in the Central Plains of Malawi. He has a sister and a brother. The first and second born in the families passed on before he was also born. Their parents moved to Malembo, T.A. Kongoni in the outskirts of the capital. Their precious homes in both Mchinji and Lilongwe constituted a typical rural home without electricity and running water or privilege of any kind. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera is a faithful and ardent member of the Assemblies of God Church and was married to the First Lady in 1977. Together, they have 4 grown-up children and 12 grandchildren. When I looked at it, I would encourage others to look at it because it is such an impressive picture. Academic and ecumenical career. Dr. Lazarus Chakwera graduated with a Bachelor of Arts Philosophy degree from the University of Malawi in 1977. His registration number, according to that program, was 067673. He subsequently proceeded for and completed an honors degree at the University of the North, Sovingen, South Africa, in 1981. 10 years later, 1991, he got his master's degree, M.Phi, from the University of South Africa. Indeed, nine years later, in 2000, the Trinity International University of the United States awarded him a doctorate degree, D.Min. Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera started his academic career in 1981 when he served an assistant lecturer in biblical studies at the University of the North. 2 years later, in 1983, and then until 2000, he served as an instructor at the Assemblies of God School of Theology in Malawi. Dr. Chakwera was appointed principal of the school in 1996 and served in that position until 2000. The Pan-African Theological Seminary awarded him professorship in 2005. LMC, abbreviation, appropriately, also served as the co-director and lecturer at All Nations Theological Seminary. As a distinguished academic and theologian, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera has served meticulously in various roles of executive leadership in Malawi and internationally. I recorded over 12, I will only mention 6 of them. 1, he was the founding senior pastor of International Christian Assembly, ICA, 1996-2003, founding president of the 11th Hour Institute, 1999-2013, board chairperson of Pan-Africa Theological Seminary, PATS, 2004-2013. Indeed, he was a board member of the Global University Springfield, Missouri, USA, board chairperson of All Nations Theological Seminary, 2008-2013, and the chairman of Association for Pentecostal Theological Education in Africa, 2011-2013. As a seasoned academic, Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera has valuable and relevant publications to his credit. These include the Reach the Nations, a biblical mandate, Africa Theological Training Services, in January 2001. Advanced Studies in Biblical Theology of Missions, a doctoral study guide in 2006. Islam and Animism, a Christian Perspective, graduate study guide, GU of 2005. Public and community service. Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera's expertise and leadership acumen have been fully utilized in the civil society. For example, from 2005 to 2007, he chaired the Petroleum Control Commission, PCC. He was, immediately after, appointed the chairperson of the Malawi National Council of Sports in 2007 and served in that position until 2013. Dr. Chakwera made valuable contributions to the development of media in Malawi and not, surprisingly, was appointed the trustee of Media Council of Malawi from 2007. In 2008, he was the co-chair of a facilitation team created to resolve the budget section 65 parliamentary impasse between cabinet and the opposition. In 2011, the late President Professor Bingu Wamtalika appointed him a member of the 17 Public Universities Working Committee for the establishment of 6 universities in Malawi, and today we witness 2 universities, Lilongwe University of Agriculture and Natural Resources and Malawi University of Science and Technology. Political career. Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera, on 14th May 2013, when I read it, I was fascinated with that date, because that day is a day we had Kamu's birthday celebration, and it is now the Freedom Day. He left the Lord's ministry to join active politics, and between 10 and the 11th August 2013, he was elected president of the Malawi Congress Party. Dr. Chakwera, upon moving from ecumenical service to frontline politics, he emphasized that he was serving God in another context. Maybe we can reflect on Jeremiah 1, verse 5. He represented the party in 2014 general and presidential elections, won a parliamentary seat, and subsequently became the leader of the opposition in National Assembly from the period of 2014 and 2019. In 2019, following the presidential elections, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera intriguingly declined to return to Parliament to take up his elected seat and continue as leader of opposition. Subsequently, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera joined forces with UTM President Dr. Saulos Chilima and with other multiple parties to form the Tons Alliance and participated in the French presidential elections on 23 June 2020, and we know that he was elected in that election with a 58.57% of the vote, becoming the 6th President of the Republic. President Chakwera now will, from August 2021, be the successor chairperson of Zodiak to the current chair, who is the Mozambican President, Filipe Nyusi. Economic governance, and education focus. During the campaign and since election into presidency in June 2020, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera espouses 5 principles codenamed the Chakwera Super High HI-5 as the gubernatorial agenda. The first time I learned about this word gubernatorial, I went into the dictionary, and I would like to encourage others to do the same. The HI-5R, servant leadership, uniting Malawi, prospering together, ending corruption and rule of law. Since then, President Chakwera has emphasized that fulfilling these promises is the best way of building a new Malawi enjoyed by all. In Chichewa, Kubanga Malawi, Wasopano, Okomera, Tonse. In the State of Nation address on 4th of December, His Excellency, the State President, said under education, Madam Speaker, obviously, a healthy population by itself is not enough. We must develop the capacity of our citizens by giving them skills that are competitive in the fast-changing world. I believe that education is a catalyst for national development so long as it is accessible and has quality. My administration is committed to ensuring that every child goes to school, stays in schools, and finishes school. One way we will do this is by passing legislation and developing guidelines for implementing our manifesto promise to making primary school education compulsory. As the world forges ahead into the future, we cannot afford to leave any child behind. End of quote. Ladies and gentlemen, having shared this brief, it is therefore my
call upon Professor Ngini, who is the Director of Research, to come forward with congratulatory messages from different organizations.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Malawi, and the Chancellor of Mzuni University, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Madam Monica Chakwera, the Minister of Education, Honorable Agnes Nyalonje, and all cabinet ministers and government officials here present, Ambassador Hawa Ndilowe, the chairperson of Mzuni University Council, and all Mzuni University councillors, the Vice Chancellor of Mzuni University, Professor John Kalenga Saka, the University Registrar, Mr. Yonam Ngwira, Professor Agnes Marata, the Vice Chancellor of Malawi University of Science and Technology, and all the Vice Chancellors are present here with us. The Honorable MP of Mzuzu City, and Your Worship, the Mayor of Mzuzu City, and all the city councillors here present, and all protocols observed. Your Excellency, allow me to read the congratulatory messages that Mzuzu University has today received from various stakeholders, partners that we interact with in the delivery of our higher education services in Malawi and abroad. I'll start with the National Council for Higher Education in Malawi. The chairperson, Professor Beatrice Mtimuni, council members, the acting chief executive officer, management and staff of the National Council for Higher Education, congratulate His Excellency the President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on being installed as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. National Council for Higher Education, championing quality, accessible, and relevant higher education in Malawi. Malawi University of Science and Technology, the Council Chairman, Dr. Bernard Zingano, all Council members, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Adris Malata, Executive Management, staff and students of the Malawi University of Science and Technology would like to congratulate His Excellency the State President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on his installation as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. Must where excellence reigns. Lilongwe University of Agriculture and Natural Resources, the Council Chairperson, Professor Zachary Kasomekera, the Vice Chancellor, Professor George Kanyamapiri, Council members, management, staff and students of Lilongwe University of Agriculture and Natural Resources would like to congratulate His Excellency the State President of the Republic of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on his inauguration as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. University of Malawi, the University of Malawi Council, management, staff, and students wish to congratulate the Mzuzu University Chancellor, His Excellency the State President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on your installation as Chancellor. Congratulatory message on the occasion of the installation of the State President from Catholic University and the Association of Public Universities in Malawi, APUMA. So APUMA congratulates His Excellency, the State President of Malawi, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on the occasion of his installation as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. Forward with equality, higher education. UNICAF, the Council, staff and students of UNICAF University send their congratulations and best wishes to His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi, and send warm greetings to Mzuzu University Council, staff and students on the installation of His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. We welcome the strong academic background and the wealth of international academic experience and national leadership that His Excellency brings to the university. We look forward to his installation, contributing to the continued development of Mzuzu University and the achievement of its aspirations of self-reliance, service, and perfection on behalf of the Malawian people. African Bible College, the Board of Trustees, Board of Advisors, the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, Council, Management, and staff of African Bible College, Malawi Campus, would like to congratulate His Excellency, the State President, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on his installation as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. African Bible College is wishing you a great success and God's blessings as you take up your duties in this high office of the university congregations. Shima, on behalf of strengthening higher education access in Malawi activity, Shima, which is funded by United States Agency for International Development, USAID, to support increased access to higher education in Malawi, and indeed on my own behalf, I wish to express my heartiest congratulations to His Excellency, Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, on his auspicious occasion of his installation as Chancellor of Mzuzu University. Shima is indeed delighted to have Your Excellency as Chancellor of this fast-growing and forward-thinking university, especially now when the education sector needs innovative solutions to the effects of COVID-19, and the need to have more students, particularly from rural areas, access higher education. I am confident that your installation as Chancellor of Mzuzu University today will help create an environment in which this university and other public universities can prosper and thrive, enabling them to effectively and efficiently contribute to the social, economic, cultural development of our country. Regional Universities Forum for Capacity Building in Agriculture, abbreviated as RUFORUM. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Regional Universities Forum for Capacity Building in Agriculture, a network of 129 universities from 38 African countries, and on my own behalf, we congratulate you upon your installation as the new Chancellor of Mzuzu University. As the Forum, we can truly say this is another historic moment.
I'd like to wish you great success together with your administration. At this function, we have all witnessed the installation of Your Excellency as Chancellor of Mzuzu University in line with the Mzuzu University Act. Allow me to congratulate Your Excellency for becoming the Chancellor of Mzuzu University. We look forward to working with Your Excellency as our Chancellor to bring Mzuzu University to greater heights of performance towards the development of this country. Your Excellency, as our Chancellor, today you'll be presiding over the graduation of 1,186 graduates who have fulfilled Senate requirements for various programs to receive their awards. Your Excellency, with humility and appreciation, I would like to wholeheartedly thank Your Excellency for appointing me as chairperson of the Mzuzu University Council, together with 2 independent councillors, Mrs. Lusuwilo Chakaninza, Chief Executive Officer of Ethical, and Dr. Rex Harawa, Managing Partner of AMG Global Chartered Public Accountants and Business Advisors. The Council has 12 other members representing various institutions and groupings. We do not take this appointment for granted, and on behalf of fellow Council members, I would like to pledge our commitment to work hard to provide the necessary strategic direction and support to the Mzuzu University to enable it to achieve its main strategic goals, unleash the great potential of the university, and maximize its contribution to the development of our country, Malawi. Your Excellency, allow me to give a glimpse of Mzuzu University strategic direction and the focus of the Council so far. Your Excellency may wish to note that the motto of Mzuzu University is self-reliance, service, and perfection. We believe these 3 values should manifest in everything about Mzuzu University. Council is challenging the university to live up to these values. Your Excellency, I would like to highlight 3 out of the 10 main strategic goals of Mzuzu University, as outlined in the 2016-2020 strategic plan. The Vice-Chancellor will elaborate on most of the strategic goals and achievements so far. The first strategic goal that I would like to mention is that of creating and applying knowledge for addressing existing challenges in society. Your Excellency, you may wish to note that electricity is being provided 24 hours in Chizumulu and Rikoma Islands using a combination of solar and diesel generators as a result of use of the PhD research in the renewable energy by Dr. Colin Zalengela of Mzuzu University. We congratulate you, Doctor. We want more and more of such kind of useful research to society. The next strategic goal that I would like to emphasize is that of moving the Mzuzu University towards self-reliance through maximizing every opportunity for the university to generate its own resources, considering that the great programs of Mzuzu University cannot be financed by government alone. The next strategic goal that I would also like to point out is that of improving the governance and management of the university in line with its motto of self-reliance, service, and perfection. Knowing that technical capability without good governance and management can result in a missed opportunity. Your Excellency, the new council commenced its work in October 2020. The first priority of the council has been to develop a short-term 12 months work plan with monitoring and evaluation framework to guide Council's work towards supporting the university, while awaiting the finalization of the development of the 2021 to 2030 Mzuzu University Strategic Plan and Implementation Strategy, targeted to be launched in August 2021. Based on our initial assessment, our short-term 12-month work plan is mainly focusing on improving governance and management of the university to complement to the great technical capability of Mzuzu University. Some of the focus areas of the plan, the 12-month plan, are as follows. 1, overseeing the finalization of the ensuring successful implementation of Mzuzu University infrastructure projects and maximizing opportunities with other partners to improve built infrastructure of the university. The Vice-Chancellor will elaborate on the infrastructure projects going on in the university and their status. Allow me, Your Excellency, to highlight one project. Commencement of the project to construct a new university campus at Choma, considering the inadequacy of the current campus, which used to be a teachers' training college. The master plan was already approved by Council in June 2020. There is now a need to ensure inclusion of this project into the public sector investment program during the 2021-22 budget preparation process. It is our hope that this Council will witness the beginning of the construction of the new campus of Mzuzu University at Choma. We are also looking at identifying major challenges that are hindering the growth of Mzuzu University and strategizing solutions. Council will be submitting quarterly reports to the Ministry of Education as a parent ministry and to the Department of Statutory Corporations. Your Excellency, it is our hope that by the end of tenure of office of the current Council, we will deliver tangible results towards improving the performance of Mzuzu University to a higher level with greater impact to the development of our country, Malawi. Now, moving to the focus of today's event. On behalf of the University Council, I would like to congratulate all graduates for your great success. I would also like to congratulate your parents and guardians for their support, because I know behind every successful student, there are parents and guardians. As you join the labor market, both as employees and employers, reflect and manifest the motto of Mzuzu University: self-reliance, service, and perfection. I encourage you to make use of the knowledge and skills you have gained, the entrepreneur and innovation mindset. Be ready to challenge prejudices and the status quo. Utilize every opportunity to dive into the subject matter you are passionate about. Always remember God to guide and empower you in everything you do. I wish you great success as you sojourn into the journey of life. for your understanding to have a virtual graduation ceremony because of the pandemic. Fellow members of Council, for your guidance and support. Fellow chairpersons of public and private universities and vice chancellors, for your support. I also wish to appreciate and commend the hard work of management, academic, administrative, and the support staff.
Your Excellency Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chancellor of Mzuzu University, Your Excellency Madam Monica Chakwera, First Lady of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Agnes Makonda Nyarongwe, Minister of Education, and all Cabinet or Deputy Ministers present, and then protocols observed. This is a unique graduation ceremony where His Excellency, the State President and Chancellor is presiding over, and therefore it becomes very difficult to condense a statement in his presence. We'll attempt to doing so. This morning, and therefore this day, I am greatly honored and privileged to make some remarks, particularly so because we have a new and fifth Chancellor of the second public university in Malawi. I therefore join the Chair of Council first to congratulate you, Your Excellency, and the Tonse government for winning that election last year. Secondly, that you have been installed as the fifth Chancellor of Mzuzu University, therefore completing the character of our university. Thirdly, that indeed you accepted to preside over this function. We in the university administrative community will support your aspirations as the 2063 vision and the MGDS 3 are being implemented. In the oration remarks, I made reference to Your Excellency's government vision on building a new Malawi enjoyed by all. That requires dedicated, committed, and patriotic individuals who have been trained to the highest level so that the high five agenda can be appropriately achieved. Secondly, we wish as a community to congratulate the Chair and her members of Council for being appointed. We await top-level policy guidance and oversight so that the university's motto, self-reliance, service, and perfection, is truly lived. Your Excellency and Chancellor, as the Chair has said, reflecting on 2016-2020 strategic plan, the analysis of which has revealed that our university has enormous potential to unlock, to be a competitive university consistent with its mission statement. Unless, however, we as a community will change our minds and that we work together, it may be a tall order. Our aspiration is indeed to be amongst the top 100 African universities. And therefore, I wish to provide a synopsis of some achievements in the university or developments in the university. The first matter as we exist Consistent with the NESIP, there is a Pillar 1, it says access and equity. Pillar 2, quality, and so forth. Therefore, we wish to give an update on improved student experience, access, and equity. Indeed, over the last years, we have adhered to the requirement of a 10% increase in student enrollment in order the staff-student ratios are about the appropriate time, and then we provide mentorship. We have increased participation of external examiners to this end, and that for those of our students pursuing open distance in learning, we have expanded the roles of heads of departments and deans, so that indeed the management of that mode is done more efficiently and so forth. And therefore we wish to thank Chima for coming forward to work with us, and indeed we have been able to train a number of staff in e-module development and uploading onto Moodle. Our revised all-day policy is near completion, and to this end, Your Excellency and Chancellor, the Commonwealth of Learning, to which you are a member, and also Malawi contributes annually into the funding, has supported the review of this policy. We also benefit from the Malawi Research and Education Network, MAREN, and that they have come forward with a 40 million Malawi kwacha to support the ICT infrastructure. Development of purpose-built infrastructure, Your Excellency and Chancellor, we would like to say that over the past 3 years, the university has witnessed refurbishment of the infrastructure there. And indeed, as we speak, a contractor is on site, mobilizing himself in order that the construction work for the library and auditorium could start at the end of next week. We have an enabling administration block, and indeed, if there's an opportunity in the future, Your Excellency and Chancellor, to visit us, we should be able to take you around. There are 2 major other projects which Malawi government supported. This relates to the construction of the state-of-art audio center. It's a marvelous facility. The World Bank funded the construction of the hospitality center, and also the 4 satellite centers across the country: Kalonga, Balaka, Mulanje, and Lilongwe. We are looking forward to Your Excellency's government support, so that we have a vibrant economy project abbreviated SAVE, to construct renewable and ICT laboratories, so that the students have top-level experience. Associated with the same, we will have an innovation and entrepreneurship hub, so that it helps us link up with the society. Enhanced delivery of programs, research and outreach services. Your Excellency and Chancellor, I would like to report here that our PhD content in terms of staff is improving. We are now at 30, but our aim is to achieve at least 60%, the rest with masters. Then we can compete favorably. There are, however, important examples in terms of research outreach. The first one is that we have won a no-head 2 climate change and ecosystems management in Malawi and Tanzania. This is a joint effort involving investors of Oslo, Malawi, Dar es Salaam, and ourselves, and my senior colleague, Professor Singini, is leading. We do believe that through this venture and others, we can train a number of our staff to PhD levels. However, I wish to appeal to fellow academics that the University of Malawi, Luana, and MUST are housing a number of no-held 2 projects. Let's open our eyes, and indeed, as they advertise in the papers, we should exploit them, because there is always a capacity building effort. And we believe that through this effort, we can also emulate the examples obtained by the African Center of Excellence projects, hosted at the College of Medicine of Unima, and indeed Luana. Through this engagement, we should be able to churn out a number of high-impact papers, and indeed advancement to professorial level. Your Excellency and Chancellor, I wish to say that as a university, we have developed a research agenda intellectual property rights, and also indeed reviewed the research and consultancy policy. In this vein, we will soon establish a facility, particularly to attract or to mobilize human capital to support wealth creation. And also that the research policy provides for a 40% time allocation rather than the 16% which obtains. Otherwise, we would continue to be a teaching university. Your Excellency and Chancellor, I wish to say that as we move on, we will indeed establish an international office as well as create innovation awards so that the best students and those top staff individuals can receive recognition within the university. And therefore, we will engage the private sector to help us in mobilize resources for this. We note, however, that if we strengthen our postgraduate studies, in which we are also doing very well, we will do a lot. However, it is important that the results of the postgraduate work, particularly the thesis, do not only pile up in the library, but find themselves in academic papers or journals worldwide. And indeed, we have a partnership with our institutions in Netherlands, the international, they call it IHE DEF. We have a master's program in Faculty of Environmental Sciences. Engagement with local communities in projects of mutual benefit. I wish to say, Your Excellency and Chancellor, is that as a university, knowing that we exist in a society, we have a role. We have established an industry university platform involving a number of institutions, particularly Library Malawi, Serendip Hotels, Nico Holdings, Ejenko, National Planning Commission, Muzuzu City Assembly, and Northern Region Water Board. And to this end, it's not surprising that Old Mutual every year supports mathematics Olympiad so that the best math students in secondary school can be rewarded, and indeed we move on. There are a number of renewable energy programs, projects which are being implemented by the Department of Energy Systems. Interestingly, they are led by one Colin Zalengera. Your Excellency, through the facilitation by my senior colleague seated in front, Professor Adres Malata, the VC for MAST, she has been able to link us with O2 Global Action in nursing, and that when we open the new academic year, we will have 4 scholarships targeted for upgrading nursing and midwifery students. Maybe in public, I would like to say, through Your Excellency, thank you very much, Prof, for this engagement. Your Excellency and Chancellor, as a community, we have been engaged by the Office of the President and Cabinet on how we could support the creation of 1 million jobs, and in this vein, we have a technical team and we have submitted a proposal targeting largely on renewable energy and ICT. We look forward to receiving important feedback so that we can support in earnest that Your Excellency's envision. Enhanced university self-reliance. We have indeed a trust fund. It is being revigorized. But more importantly, we wish to report here, Your Excellency and Chancellor, that we have a Mzuni investment liability company which has been established, and that we are working on operationalization of the same. There are 2 projects, malt bottling facility and printing press. If indeed these are realized, then we probably will not be going to Lilongwe for that support. Further, the Puma Malawi has given a portion of their Shurundu point at Nkata Bay, and indeed we are on the process of engaging with to finalize. And we'll establish an ecotourism facility so that the Faculty of Tourism, Hospitality and Management can indeed support the development of appropriate human capital. Improved governance systems and accountability. As the chair would have said, I will only mention a few things, that the performance management system we think should be rolled out in July 2021, because each one of us needs to be held accountable. Secondly, a review and analysis in the relationship between face-to-face and open distance e-learning, it is as if it's they and us. And therefore, process is very advanced to revise the character of the Students' Representative Council, and we think this should be concluded before the end of this quarter. Because the students are very important in the economy, we are reviewing the gender policy, because indeed, as the country develops, there are important relations issues between staff and students, or between members of staff of different sexes. We are aware of the concerns in the media, which have indeed included Mzuni University. Our team is underway, and we have further gone beyond establishing a technical grouping to undertake an inquiry so that it informs a better gender policy. Your Excellency, we are indeed participating in the Your Excellency's Public Sector Reforms Program, and we are working very hard in that regard in this, so that we do the needful. In the forthcoming 2021-2030 strategic plan, the matters are of the heart. How do we make the university relevant in a competitive environment? How do we participate in knowledge generation? And indeed, how do we interlink with the institutions across the world? And in this vein, we have established a more youthful 15-member team. These are senior lecturers, male and female, to start thinking about the Malawi 2063 vision. And if we include senior academics who are 50 plus, we think we may not be useful, and therefore we would like the youthful members to participate. Your Excellency and Chancellor, I wish to report here that following the COVID, indeed it has devastated us. We have lost some colleagues, others are still in isolation. It is a very disheartening time. However, Your Excellency, it has created new opportunities for doing business in the university. And for example, in the onset last year, we developed a Mzuni branded sanitizer, and the UNDP has come forward to support more production so that this is available to the resource poor. Equally, we have been able to support ECD communities so that the support staff are trained. And equally, in the last 3 weeks, we provided training to community and primary health care promoters. We will do more, but this is as a result of the COVID-19. Thinking differently and embracing the opportunities which obtain. Your Excellency and Chancellor, we would not have done this all by ourselves, because others, upon being approached, have come forward. I wish to record here that the Reserve Bank of Malawi, Ethical, Britam, Tenson and Associates, by clinical partners, and then a group of academics from University of Brunswick in Canada, led by Dr. Kingdon, donated nearly 8,000 Canadian dollars to that end. Your Excellency and Chancellor, this is a graduation ceremony. It is a celebration. Therefore, I join the chair to congratulate all the 1186 students or graduates, and we wish you well. However, this is something we would like to observe. 789, this is about 65% of the graduates would have come through the open distance e-learning. So that modicum of education delivery is very, very important. We wish you well. Honorable Minister, there is a message we'd like to share with you here. We are aware of the government's ambitious program of expanding access to secondary school education within the next 36 months. The Faculty of Education has since been engaged to exploit additional modes for graduate teacher training, so that as the expansion moves on, we have ready teachers to join. So my brethren in the Faculty of Education, I have promised here that in the next quarter, before June 2021, we'll be able to deliver. Advice to the graduates. Indeed, you will have graduated at the end of this exercise, and you go into the community. Represent us well. Be our flag carrier. Secondly, in Matthew, not Matthew, sorry, my apologies. In Romans 12, verse 16, it says, live in harmony with each other. If you visit Holy Quran 208, this is how it reads. Live in peace and harmony with all people. O you who believe, enter absolutely into peace. Do not follow in the footsteps of Satan. He is an outright enemy to you. And therefore it is very difficult for a graduate or a graduate of the University of Malawi or University of East Anglia that I can go around tarnishing the alma mater. Your Excellency and Chancellor, I join the chair in thanking all who have come, but because this is done under COVID-19 arrangements, I wish to share a quote from Abhijiti Naskar, who observed, as we are beginning to restart our world after being hit by a horrific global health crisis, we have noted the statistics are getting lower. This is what he says. Our actions hold the key to a fast recovery for the entire humankind. Therefore, wear a mask whether you are in public, avoid gatherings, and wash your hands frequently. This is by far the most effective way to make sure that we keep our friends and family as well as ourselves safe. End of quote. However, most of us, Your Excellency and Chancellor, will be going this way. Closer to ShopRite, there's a billboard bearing His Excellency's portrait there. He has an important message. Each day I pass it through there, and I remember I need to have a mask. I should wash my hands. Keep distant from the personal assistant in the Vice Chancellor's office. And the UR organizes meetings in a manner that we are safe, and indeed we can move on and support our families, more importantly our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my singular honor to invite His Excellency Dr. Lazarus Chakwera, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chancellor of Mzuni University, to address this congregation and thereafter preside over the award of certificates, diplomas, and degrees. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, Madam Monica Chakwera, First Lady of the Republic of Malawi, Honorable Agnes Nyalonji, Minister of Education, Ambassador Hawa Ndilowe, Chairperson, and all the members of the Council of the Mzuni University, Professor John Karengasaka, Vice Chancellor from Mzuni University, and all the Vice Chancellors from the University of Malawi and the public universities here present. Vice Chancellors of all the public universities here present, Mr. Yona Mngwira, Registrar, Deans of Faculty, members of the academic and non-academic staff of the Mzuzu University, Dr. Janet Banda, Deputy Secretary to the President and Cabinet, and all senior government officials here present, all the graduating students watching the event virtually, parents and guardians, Honorable Benex Mamlima, Member of Parliament from the City of Mzuzu, Your Worship, Councillor Kondwan Brian Nyasulu, Mayor for the City of Mzuzu, Inkosi Yamakosi Mbera V, Reverend William Tika, officiating clergy, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's been 24 years since Mzuzu University was established by an act of Parliament, and 22 years since it was operationalized. And yet, this is the first time that a commencement ceremony for the institution is being done virtually, a testament to the changing times upon us. Not only have the last 2 decades confronted this university with the need to adapt to changes in technological advancement and educational methods, but the last 2 months have demanded adapting to seismic changes occasioned by a global pandemic that has claimed the lives of 2 of your senior academics. My sincerest condolences on this loss, and may their souls rest in peace. To your credit, you have not allowed tragedy to break your resolve to stay true to your purpose, which is to advance knowledge and to promote wisdom. You have not succumbed to that paralyzing form of fear that would deter you from living out the 3 values of your motto, namely self-reliance, service, and perfection. You have resisted these temptations because ever since former President Dr. Bakiri Muluzi launched the mission of this school in April of 1999, you have set the pace in embracing progressive change. Without embracing progressive change, this university would not have remained a place for quality and relevant education and training. Without embracing progressive change, this university would not have been a place for research and innovation. Without embracing progressive change, this university would not have been a place that provides community services. Without embracing progressive change, this university would not have been a place for international engagement. Without embracing change, this university would forever be looking backwards to solve the problems of yesterday, instead of peering into the future we want, and providing the human capital needed to create it. I therefore feel duty-bound to remind all of you graduating today, the future we want is captured in Malawi's Vision 2063, which we all launched together as a nation last month from the Public Health Institute of Malawi, who came to see me at my office. One was Dr. Ben Chilima, the first Malawian man to hold a PhD in microbiology. And the other was Dr. Miriam Nyenji, the first Malawian woman to hold a PhD in microbiology. The most remarkable thing about these two academics is not they are academics, nor is it that they have made history by being the first of our compatriots to specialize in that field. The most remarkable thing about these two academics is that they are presently and actively using their education to solve a problem that our country has never faced before and to prepare our country for the problems we'll face tomorrow. Every day, these two doctors go into the lab to coordinate and supervise the work of testing people for COVID-19 across the country. By the end of next month, they will have set up their lab in the capital city with the capacity to sequence the virus that causes COVID-19, a remarkable achievement. Under their supervision, our COVID-19 testing sites around the country have conducted over 193,000 tests for COVID-19 in less than 1 year. Now, can you imagine how paralyzed we would be at stopping the spread of the pandemic if these scientists were not daily tracking the positivity rate of these tests? Can you imagine how directionless our treatment strategy would be if these scientists were not able to distinguish patients of COVID-19 from patients of other infections? Can you imagine how anxious the 18,045 people who have recovered from COVID-19 would continue to be if these scientists were not able to test them after recovery to assure them that they were negative? The work that these two educated scientists and other lab technicians under their supervision are doing is indispensable to our fight against this pandemic and integral to our winning strategy. They are proof positive that the best education is that which solves the problems society faces today and prepares society for the problems sure to be faced tomorrow. Being assured that Mzuzu University is committed to providing such an education, my administration is determined to support the University Council's efforts towards that end. Thus far, my administration has already provided 1.3 billion kwacha out of 7.6 billion for the construction of the library and auditorium in the 2020-2021 year. 200 million in kwacha in 2020-21 budget for furniture and equipment for the Faculty of Tourism, Hospitality, and Management Skills Application Center. And another 200 million kwacha towards the procurement of scientific equipment for the departments of biological sciences, biomedical science, and chemistry. These are not handouts to be squandered on consumption, but seeds to be invested for tomorrow. Even so, it would be a tragic mistake for either the students or governors or faculty of this university to make government their only source of funding. For not only is that unsustainable, but it is also counter to your own value of self-reliance. For that reason, I fully expect that you will regard public funding as a contingency and to pursue other means of resource mobilization as a matter of priority. In practice, this may mean engaging the Public-Private Partnership, PPP Commission, on a framework for constructing hostels for students. It may also mean engaging the National Planning Commission in an active partnership towards the implementation of Malawi Vision 2063. It may also mean working with the Minister of Foreign Affairs to give Malawians in the diaspora opportunities for financing and expanding this institution. It may also mean revitalizing the Mzuni Trust Fund to give the university greater returns from its revenue generation ventures. The possibilities are endless. And I'm happy that Mzuzu, to which Mzuni belongs, has already shown great initiative in this regard. For example, it is here that the African Development Bank has funded a state-of-art open distance e-learning center worth $3.1 million US. And the ICT jobs for youth to create new enterprises across the country. It is here that USAID has supported the strengthening of higher education access in Malawi activity, Chilima, led by Arizona State University, to increase Malawi's skilled and employable workforce. It is here that the World Bank will partner with the Ministries of Education and Labor on a project called Skills for a Vibrant Economy, SAVE, which will promote access to higher education for vulnerable communities to be operationalized after Parliament's approval. It is because of the power of partnerships such as these that my administration is fully committed and confident to pursue the construction of a new Chome campus for Mzuzu University, the designs of which are already done. The 1186 of you who are graduating today may not get to enjoy studying on that new campus, but there is no reason you cannot use your education to fully participate in its creation. You have not been educated to go into the world, to beg it for opportunities and solutions, but to go into the world to give it opportunities and solutions. That is what it means to be an agent of progressive change. Today, you join the ranks of other graduates around the country leading that change, and I congratulate you and I wish you Godspeed. God bless you for listening, and God bless Malawi as you keep it the warm heart of Africa. Once more, congratulations are in order. Thank you.
We will now listen to the recorded song by the Mzuzu University Congregation Choir. And thereafter, there will be presentation of candidates for academic awards.
Oh, graduates, rise up, step Malawi well, show your art to the nation, signs of perfection. Good service to the nation, and the world should they know that you are a graduate of Mzuzu University. Oh, graduates, rise up, save Malawi well, show your art to the nation, signs of perfection. Good service to the nation, and the world should they know that you are a graduate of Mzuzu University. Oh, graduates, rise up, save Malawi well, show your art to the nation, signs of perfection. Good service to the nation, and the world should they know that you are a graduate of Mzuzu University. Oh, graduates, rise up. direction. Good service to the nation, and the world should they know that you are a graduate of Mzuzu University.
Now we have a presentation of candidates for the degrees of Master of Science, Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Master of Science, Forestry and Environmental Management, Master of Science, Geoinformatics, Master of Science, Sanitation, and Master of Science, Transformative Community Development, and Master of Science, Water Resources Management and Development by Associate Professor Lusayo Mabumba, who is the Dean of the Faculty of Environmental Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Master of Science, Fisheries and Aquatic Science, Master of Science, Forestry and Environmental Management, Master of Science, Geoinformatics, Master of Science, Sanitation, Master of Science, Transformative Community Development, and Master of Science, Water Resources Management and Development.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the degrees of Master of Science, Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Master of Science, Forestry and Environmental Management, Master of Science, Geoinformatics, Master of Science, Sanitation, Master of Science, Transformative Community Development, and Master of Science, Water Resources Management and Development.
Master of Science, Fisheries and Aquatic Science, Mazua Monica. Master of Science, Forestry and Environmental Management, Farao Aide, Gangata Amon Bixon, Jere Vitumbiko, Kanzunguze Andrew, present here with us, Kamanula Musa, and Msadala Chifundo Chopi. Master of Science, Geoinformatics, Chilonga Donex. Master of Science, Sanitation, Kapanda Gabriel. Master of Science, Transformative Community Development, Chilembo Austin. And Master of Science, Water Resources Management and Development, Banda Krise Msulira.
Now we have a presentation of candidates for the degrees of Master of Education, Teacher Education, and Master of Education, Leadership and Management by Dr. Foster Lungu, Dean of the Faculty of Education.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Master of Education, Teacher Education, and Master of Education, Leadership and Management.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the degrees of Master of Education, Teacher Education, and Master of Education, Leadership and Management.
Master of Education, Teacher Education, Bota Timothy, Chikapa Jane, Chikwanda Nelson, Muleme Triza, Sangoma Tokozani. Master of Education, Teacher Education with Credit, Majawa Ridson, Mbale Gertrude, Nkandawiri Paul, Nyasuru Moses, Nangalembe Grace, who is present with us here, Selemani Chimwemwe, Watson Duncan. Master of Education, Leadership and Management, Kalua Masauso, Kamanga Davis, Marilino Emmanuel. Then Master of Education, Leadership and Management with Credit, Banda Kapala, Elifara Martin, Masinga Luke, Ngoma Dora, Piri Victor, South and Dixon, Yeka Monica, and Zamula Zerita.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements of the degrees of the Bachelor of Science, Hospitality Management.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the degree of Bachelor of Science, Hospitality Management.
Bachelor of Science, Hospitality Management, Chigumula Precious, Kadango Collins, Pili Reman. Lower second class, Bachelor of Science, Hospitality Management, Sirumbu Gift.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the Diploma in Library and Information Science and the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Theology and Religious Studies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the Diploma in Library and Information Science and a degree of Bachelor of Arts, Theology and Religious Studies.
Diploma in Library and Information Science, Liponje George. Bachelor of Arts, Theology and Religious Studies, Mpumulo Regina.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have filled the requirements for the Diploma in Information and Communication Technology and the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Information and Communication Technology and the Bachelor of Science, Renewable Energy Technologies.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the Diploma in Information and Communication Technology and degrees of Bachelor of Science, Information and Communication Technology, and Bachelor of Science, Renewable Energy Technologies.
Diploma in Information and Communication Technology, Chirwa Temba, Chimusi Hannes, Kachari Nele, Kadzakumanja Chikondi, Kulupani Chikondi, Mugara Patrick, and Sambalopa Chikondi. Bachelor of Science in Information and Communication Technology, Banda Chifuniro, Banda Gift, Becca Mohamedi, Benhu George, Vundula Obre, Chang Ikuo, Chalenga Precious, Chimpero Benedetta, Chinyama Benevolence, Chirwa Sanderson, Hardson Beatrice, Jerry Caroline, Luwe Keti, Manda Krise, Manyoni Precious, Matora Clement, Membe Kennedy, Mbewe Edward, Mkwinda Grace, Mlenga Felix, Mloza Emmanuel, Mwoo Charles, Msiska Dudley, Mtumbuka Sylvester, Mwenerupembe Rusivire. Bachelor of Science, Information and Communication Technology, Lower Second Class, Chafurumila Samuel, Chirindiza Nere, Juma Gift, Jumbo Wongani, Kalundi Richard, Katuri Derek, Makokora Mustafa, Mapala Daniel, Michael Kiong, Mkandawire Jonathan, Mwenitete Samuel, Ngoma Mtendere, Tipiwa Hadley, Saiwa Vincent, Sikwese Samalike, Solomon Samu. Bachelor of Science, Information and Communication Technology, Upper Second Class. Chitaya Brian, Magunda Geoffrey, Ngwenya Innocent, Njeza Felix. Bachelor of Science, Renewable Energy Technologies, Jerry Elizabeth. Bachelor of Science, Renewable Energy Technologies, Upper Second Class, Kombe Elisa.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I present the following candidates who have fulfilled the requirements for the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Fisheries, Bachelor of Science, Forestry, Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Estate Management, Bachelor of Science, Land Management, Land Surveying, Bachelor of Science, Land Management, Physical Planning, and Bachelor of Science, Water Resources Management and Development.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I award the degrees of Bachelor of Science, Fisheries, Bachelor of Science, Fisheries and Aquatic Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Forestry, Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Estate Management, Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Land Surveying, Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Physical Planning, and Bachelor of Science, Water Resources Management and Development.
Bachelor of Science, Fisheries with a pass, Chambote Stephen, Chingori Lonjezo, Lazarus Jasmoni, Lunga Jimmy, and Manchombe Madalitso. Bachelor of Science, Fisheries, lower second class, Mphatso Grivin. Bachelor of Science, Forestry, Baloi Isaac, Banda Tokozani, Kwendani Stanley, Lungu Patrick, and Nyirenda Messi. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Estate Management, with a pass, Chiluzi Chipo, Dauya Chimwemwe, Kandulu Innocent, Kaude Prince, Mitundu Mpukira, and Tikafe Biswick. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Estate Management, lower second class. Banda Jonathan, Chisale Sileni, Kaluma Douglas, Konde Phyllis, and Magombo Lamek. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Estate Management, upper second class. Nsalu Yokoma, Kifton. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Land Surveying, with a pass, Banda Moses, Chingwalu Mphatso, Chisara Lakson, Chukambiri Roslyn, Gombo Caroline, Christopher Jacob Elias, Lifa Chikondi, Malakasi Melina, and Sapua Lyson. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Land Surveying, lower second class. Chimpeni Winston, Jembem Zero Edgar, Kaukambo Davis, Nastasio Harrison, Ndelema Mekson, and Paundi Chimwemwe. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Land Surveying, upper second class. Banda Mazonde Samson, Chitseko Sylvia, present here with us, and Kwenda Tanazio. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Physical Planning, with a pass, Boterman Roderick, Kapachika Francis, Lyle Chikondi, Madea Praise, Msisia Lides, Tawakali, and Tawakali Nixon. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Physical Planning, lower second class. Kainga Kondwani, Kandindi Lucia, Mbachi Hara, Mlota and Mlota Chisomo. Bachelor of Science in Land Management, Physical Planning, upper second class. Shawa Benjamin. Bachelor of Science, Water Resources Management and Development, with a pass, Zumani Bridget and Kapwiti Francis. Bachelor of Science, Water Resources Management and Development, lower second class, Bango Rodney and Lujuni Irene.